Hey everyone, I'm David Finz. And on this episode of the Cyber Insurance Imperative, we're going to talk about the importance of data protection safeguards for public entities. Now, if you're a regular viewer of this program, you know that I tend to be skeptical about government efforts to regulate data privacy, having myself been a victim of one of the largest data breaches in history, the U.S. Office of Personnel Management. In that incident, hackers aligned with the People's Liberation Army of China absconded with the personal information of millions of current and former employees of the federal government, many of whom had sensitive records on file due to national security clearances. Although, at least in that case, the breach was the result of malicious actors. Well, as recently reported by the tech magazine Wired, the state of California appears to have committed an unforced error with respect to its firearms dashboard portal. While attempting to update its database of gun owners and permit applicants, the state's Department of Justice released a spreadsheet that contained more than 10 years of personal information on California residents, including their names, dates of birth, addresses, race, gender, driver's license numbers, and even criminal records. Mercifully, the disclosed information did not include social security numbers or financial data, and the spreadsheet was taken down in less than 24 hours. But that is certainly long enough for bad actors to exploit the disclosure, and none of us should be surprised if this information ends up on the dark web. In a statement released on June 29th, the Office of the Attorney General acknowledged that personal information had been disclosed, including, and I quote, internal codes corresponding to the statutory reason that a person is prohibited from possessing a firearm. Attorney General Rob Bonta has launched an investigation and promised what he called strong corrective measures where necessary. The state is now offering free credit monitoring to impacted individuals and is recommending that residents consider placing a credit freeze and a fraud alert on their credit reports. Now, the opinions I'm about to express here are solely my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of my employer. The purpose of this podcast isn't to debate gun control. That's beyond the scope of this program. But there are 2 points that I would like to make, and they both relate to the security and privacy controls in place at government entities. The first is that the irony here is inescapable. California prides itself on being the tip of the spear when it comes to protecting data privacy. The state legislature passed the California Consumer Privacy Rights Act, and in November of 2020, voters approved the California Privacy Rights Act. These laws are some of the strictest in the nation, and they are enforced by none other than the California Department of Justice, the same regulator who just acknowledged that it has put the identities of thousands of its own residents at risk as a result of having collected information from them while they were attempting to exercise a right guaranteed to them by the U.S. Constitution. If the California AG can't secure his own office's data, perhaps the state should slow its roll and get its own house in order before coming after businesses that are already subject to financial and reputational harm if they fail to protect consumer privacy. The second point is that public entities possess a ton of information on all of us as taxpayers, beneficiaries, permit holders, suppliers, and in some cases, employees. They need to adopt the same sort of cyber hygiene that our nation's private businesses have been implementing over the past several years. Now, if you're a public entity and you would like a guide to help you prioritize these controls, you can DM me on LinkedIn or email me at david.fins@alliant.com, and I'll get that out to you right away. And did you know that cyber insurance is available for a wide range of public entities as well? Perhaps you aren't certain what types of exposures a cyber insurance policy is able to pick up, or how a broker can help you prepare your agency's submission to underwriting. If so, then please reach out to me. To kick off the new season of this podcast, I'm giving away a free copy of my book, The Cyber Insurance Imperative, to the first 10 people who request it. I'll even cover shipping and handling. All I need from you is a mailing address where to send it. Helping you navigate the world of cyber insurance is just one more way that Alliant helps you find the more rewarding way to manage risk. Thanks for watching.